and welcome to Finextra. I'm Emily Haller and I'm here with Michael Vrontamitis from Standard Chartered, and we're at Cybos 2016 in Geneva. Thanks very much for joining me.
Hi Emily, thanks for having me on the show.
How is trade finance evolving and how are banks responding to these changes?
Well, when I look at trade finance, I think about trade. And trade has been through a very difficult time of late. So some fundamental shifts have happened over the last couple of years. First of all, you've had a significant reduction in commodity prices, and we've gone from a commodity super cycle and coming through into a trough. And secondly, we've had demand challenges across the world, where you can look at China, you can look at the US at very low growth rates, and obviously Europe has its own challenges. So when I look at trade as the basis of trade finance, it's been a very challenging time. And banks have been responding by looking at the cost line, improving the cost line, as well as going out with new value propositions for clients.
Digitalising trade has long been an ambition of the industry. How well has this been done so far?
Well, not very well, I think, is the honest answer around how it's been done so far. The key challenge in trade finance and digitising trade and trade finance is, well, first of all, you have to digitalise trade before you digitalise trade finance. And there's many counterparties in the transaction. So if you think about a normal supplier, he has to deal with multiple banks, multiple buyers, multiple suppliers, shipping companies, etc., customs houses, inspection companies, and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of counterparties involved in trade. And individually, some of these have been very good at digitizing their part of the transaction. So what I see in the digitalization space is a whole bunch of digital islands that have formed over the last couple of years. The challenge is that they're not particularly well connected.
What new developments hold the promise of making more progress in digitalization, and what could this mean for global trade?
Well, there's a lot of technologies out there, and technology has evolved quite significantly over the last decade. So whether you look at OCR, optical character recognition technology, whether you look at blockchains, whether you look at cloud technologies, whether you look at artificial intelligence and algorithms and big data, these are sort of the key technologies that I see that have kind of come into the space and are providing a toolbox for how we can digitize trade. So what I see sort of in the future is, how we connect these digital islands together and enable corporates to seamlessly use data in their supply chains and present that data to banks and financial institutions so that we can be faster, more responsive, and meet client needs more effectively.
Michael, thank you very much.
Pleasure to be here.
And thank you for watching.